explicitly multicultural society, the need for conversation is even greater than in a society that was, say, quite monolithic, or that just had one predominant culture and that was it. The fact that many different peoples from many different parts of the world and many different origins are living together in Canada requires us, I think, to speak more openly. And also, being in a multicultural society doesn't inure us from threats to censorship or threats of freedom of speech or freedom of expression. And so we still have to face and deal with and stare down those issues and stand up in favor of freedom of expression when we need to. So I think the need is greater.
Well,
I think the battle is still ongoing. I don't think that it's something that's won. I think it's on an everyday basis, whether it's in terms of education, access to health and housing. I think questions about who gets what and how does race come into play with it. Multiculturalism in a Canadian context is a policy of nation building, but it's also very much a practice. So we have the theory in place in terms of plurality as the basis of nation building in Canada, but the practice is an everyday occurrence.
At every event that PEN Canada hosts, and at literary festivals across the country, we ask that a place be reserved for a writer who cannot be in attendance, who cannot do what Carol, Lawrence, and Randy are about to do. On the morning of November 13, 2008, Jose was shot at least 8 times by an unidentified person. At the time of his murder, Jose was covering drug-related violence and organized crime in Ciudad Juarez. Shortly before he was murdered, he told the committee to protect journalists, quote, "The risks here are high and rising, and journalists are easy targets. But I can't live in my house like a prisoner. I refuse to live in fear."
Well, obviously, I don't believe in burning and banning books, but what really, I didn't have any trouble coming to an understanding of why I should defend a book or why nobody should be burning or banning it. What I did have to struggle with and wanted to work around and come to understand was, rather than just having a completely negative knee-jerk reaction to Roy Gorenberg and his decision, I wanted to understand what was motivating him to come to the place that he did. Why did he choose to do this?
One of the brilliant things about your novel, of course, in many ways, it's about that particular journey of that character, Aminata, through her various life passages and travails. She resists that kind of characterization of dehumanization